Well, I mean, we're both kind of doing our own thing. Usually it involves me. I'm kind of doing this. Come on. And usually there's a countdown, right? Where I'm doing this, and you're kind of behind me doing and we're going 1 and 2, 3, and then it usually involves like running.
Like we were saying before, it's commitment to excellence. It's commitment to excellence and stupendousness. It's more than a job. It's a calling, really. It's like being a priest without the touching.
What do you mean by that?
We don't get paid.
That's exactly what I mean. People can say like, gee, that guy's dumb, or gee, that guy's not so good looking, or gee, Todd's a really great guy to hang out with, someone like that. But that's not what I say, regardless of what I may think. But I know other people are saying it.
Could you do any of this without him?
Yeah.
Given the commitment that it takes to be a wave maker at your level, do you guys have time for a relationship?
I haven't had a relationship in 9 years.
I've never had a relationship with a woman, and I don't know, take from that whatever you will.
Yeah, I will. Robbie's not exactly a ladies' man. He's, and then the ladies that he is interested in. Now this is a guy who brought his mom to the high school prom. Okay, and apparently because she's a good dancer, which she is. I danced with her a couple times, but no girlfriends for Robbie. People always tell me, like, Todd, you're a hero to thousands, hundreds of people in Winnipeg, people all over the place, and tons of women, want me for sexual purposes and stuff like that. And I know that I could be making a fortune in like medical research or modeling, but I'm a wave maker. Wave making is it. And I just don't give up. That's what I do, and I'm not going to give up. I don't surrender. That's why wave making is never going to catch on in France.
Because I'm going to do a little bit of word association with you. I'm going to say something. I want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind. Wave.
Babies.
Babies, yeah.
Friend.
Foe.
Todd.
After 9/11, Todd, you said if you didn't make waves at the following game, the terrorists will win. Is this still true?
He actually did. He said that, but he didn't make it to that game, and that's the weird part. Like, we were trying to. I'm sorry. I just gotta say this, because we were on our way, and it was kind of weird. I was supposed to bring the hot dogs, and I thought that he was bringing the hibachi, but as it turned out. I'm sorry, but it's true. You forgot it. Well, I guess I was supposed to bring it. I don't know, but we didn't really make it. That's the end of the story. But I wouldn't say that the terrorists won.
But yes, it's still true.
Thanks.
But as wave makers, we like to give back. And so once a week on Saturdays, we like to have an old person out for hot dogs. And this week, it's Robbie's dad. And because that's what wave making is really all about. Yeah.
No. He's sitting right here, and you're calling him old. Like he's the same age as my mom, and you don't call her old.
No, but your mom's hot. And I know that the coaches and the teams appreciate us. They appreciate what we do.
They do?
The press, yeah, it's the press. It's all about the players. And that's the way it goes. But look at Princess Diana. Press didn't help her much, but she lived a life of sacrifice and touched millions. You know, and we can do that.
You just made them.
He wouldn't really know it. Hey. He wouldn't really know it from looking at me, but I had a pretty tough time in high school. And junior high and elementary school.
Really?
But
It was like the wonder years for me.
I didn't find myself on a lot of teams growing up.
Well, you know, the organized sports thing, it's not for everyone.
Being a kid can be really scary and confusing sometimes. Wondering, where do I fit in? Where's my place?
Really?
I'm trying to say that if it wasn't for those years, if it wasn't for all that time on the sidelines, I couldn't do what I do now.
Todd, Robbie, if you could describe for me, in the form of a metaphor, wave making.
Metaphor, it's creating a work of art. It's like it's making a painting that cures disease. It's the perfect marriage of art and science rolled into one. And that's the perfect metaphor. That's the final word.
I'd say ocean.
Making waves isn't about victory or respect or even football. It's about belonging to something bigger than yourself. And for that one moment in time to be a part of something, to have a place to belong, to be needed. And who doesn't want that? You know, everybody does. And even if it's just for that one moment. That's why I do it. That's why I give. You know, that's how I give. I love to cheer. Now, only a few get to play, but the rest of us can cheer.